Hey, buddy. Welcome back. Evan, OG Original Gardener. I wasn't sure if I was going to do another one of these Assassin's Creed streams because honestly, the last two I did, the numbers weren't that good and didn't get a lot of. I didn't get negative feedback. I just didn't get much in the way of positive feedback. But you know what? I decided I'm just playing through stuff today. I'm going to go ahead and continue streaming Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Let me check a couple things real quick to make sure everything is streaming well. Not that anybody's watching me right now because I just started. But, alright. Now, the thing that kind of annoys me about OBS, I'm looking at my OBS program right now. And it looks really good on that screen. I mean, it's like a 1080p. And yet, for some reason, when I switch over to the stream, it's only like a 720. And I really don't know how to jack up the resolution on YouTube for the stream from a 720 to a 1080. So, I just need to, I guess I need to figure that out a little bit. But anyways, what are we doing today? We are doing some generalized exploration and running around, trying to stay away from storyline stuff. But what really kind of prompted me to do is I came across one of these tubes, and the tubes are actually pretty fun to play through. Let me go ahead and send the bird up. What it is, in Assassin's Creed, a lot of times what you've always had are these really cool puzzles that you had to figure out. And if you do enough of them, you unlock some type of really cool, unique gear or something like that. And generally they involve very, very involved, annoying, pain in the butt, jumping games to be able to, you know, get yourself to the location. They kind of did away with the jumping aspect of it, but they still got these tombs, and they're kind of like little puzzles. But in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, since the game is now more of a role-playing game, you find these precursor locations. They're basically precursor locations. And they give you an extra ability point. So, an ability points is what you spend on upgrading your character, so that is a good thing. So every time I find one of these precursor Strellas, I always try to go ahead and do it, figure out the puzzle, and get the extra ability point. Now, the one thing I didn't realize initially in these little caverns and caves is that you got this. Oops, I can't see it now. But you've got these walls. Wow, it is dark. Let me get my torch back up. Oh, there you go. Okay, so you've got these walls that you can break through, and I didn't realize these initially. You know, first time I went into them, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I couldn't find my way through them until I figured out, oh, there are walls that I can break down. So let's go ahead and break down walls. And I'm hoping this isn't going to be too dark for you guys coming through OBS. On my screen, it's lit enough. But, you know, since this is a tomb, it's kind of a dungeon thing. And there is lots of treasure around. Oh! Of course I set myself on fire. I must be wearing, you know, oil-soaked rags for clothes. But there's these little fire braziers you can walk up to with your torch and light them on fire. But for the most part, there aren't any bad guys down here, except for snakes. And these snakes are really, really bad snakes. These snakes are probably the deadliest creatures in the game because they'll 2- and 3-shot you at a time, and you got 2 or 3 snakes that all of a sudden on you. Yeah, it's almost instant. There's a snake right there. You can barely see it on the ground. So one of the easiest ways and the most amusing ways I like to deal with it: throw the torch at it and catch it on fire. I mean, it must be. I mean, the snake must be a kerosene snake or something. They could toss a torch on him and he lights right up. There are also traps all over the place, and I haven't come across a trap that'll completely one-shot me yet. But I don't like trying to spot those and avoid those. So here's another one. You can usually tell because it's raised ground. Of course, a snake right behind it. Burn the snake to death. So, it's good because you get the soft leather, and you need buckets and buckets of leather in this game to upgrade your gear, so I'm always struggling to find leather. So it's the other kind of the reason I kind of like going into these tombs, is because I get to kill all the snakes and steal all the leather from them. Oop, mouse ran away. You know what? I think this is a breakable wall right here. Yes, breakable wall, yes. So, pick up our torch and continue exploring and searching. And so there's usually two major treasure chests in each one of these. Oh, snake. And one of the ability point locations. And a whole bunch of other loot. So, if for nothing else, it's just really, really worth it to go in and do these tunnels, do these tombs. More loot. Loot. And also sometimes you got to look out. There's these little broken walls kind of at the bottom. And sometimes these pots will be hiding them, so you got to break the pots. However, I can't go underneath it right now because you see there's something blocking it. We'll get to that in a little bit when I work my way around there. But at least we know that there's something on the other side of that wall that we're going to try to get to. So we go back out this way. Okay, here's a door that's kind of blocked in. It's crumbled and rubbled, so we're not going to be able to get through there. Unfortunately, they're not really that much of a maze. I mean, they are pretty much, you know, just one long, well, not one long straight corridor, but for the most part, it is kind of, you can't really get lost down here. The deeper you get into the game, and, you know, the higher level you get with these things, they do become progressively harder. And I'm saying harder in kind of a general way, because I really haven't had that much of an issue with them as of yet. You know, I've died once or twice, but it's not like in the old Assassin's Creed games where I think it was in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And I catch myself on fire again. Right into a snake. I remember one in Assassin's Creed 2, the things were timed, and they were these massive jumping games that you had to jump all over the place around this big room to get to the piece before, you know, the timer ran out, or you'd have to go reset the timer again and start over. Of course, my OCD is I had to have this armor, and so I probably ended up doing that stupid thing like 50 friggin' times. This one, yeah, these are much easier. But anyway, so like I was saying earlier about those little holes in the ground, sometimes you've also got these shelves, I guess you'd call them. So you can move the shelves out of the way, just like so. And you can usually tell on the ground. There's got bricks where you're able to push them, not able to push them. Now in real life, you know,
shit!
Here I am catching myself on fire.
God's cursed fire!
You know, I would just, you know, push that over because, you know, not that big. But let's go under here. Okay, so there's a treasure chest up here. Snakes. Now, you can try to fight them, but they do lots and lots of damage to you. So, if anything, I prefer to either attack them with a long-range weapon like a spear or a hammer, or just sit back and shoot them. Toss torches at them. But yeah, there's 4 snakes in there. But, you know, hey, 19 soft leather. You know, we're not gonna turn down that soft leather. Oh, another snake. More snakes. Oh, more snakes. Oh, and of course there's oil in there, so it's going to catch the entire friggin' room on fire. Wait for the fire to go out. Pick up the torch because I know there's another snake. Now there it is. Got it. Oh, more snakes over there too. Shoot with an arrow. Snake flambe. And really, the only one time I've ever died doing one of these is I jumped down a hole, and there was like 8 snakes at the bottom, and they all like bit me at once. That was bad. Loot. Alright, so let's go back down to the room we were just in. Because I noticed there was a big hole right here. And this is kind of kind of like where I died that one time, but let's look down there. I don't see a lot of snakes down there. So, alright, let's jump in. Of course, you know, it's Indiana Jones snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Although there is. Okay, there's one. Yep, I knew there was a couple down here. Always put snakes. Always has to be snakes. I didn't catch myself on fire that time. Woohoo! Okay, so the doorway that way. Always want to check the room. It looks like, nope, nothing under those pots to break. Oh, snake. Yeah, I've tried to fight them before, but they tend to be really quick, and so I just found it easier to just throw the torch at them because they are so flammable. Okay, 2 doors outside of this room. So let's go this way. Kind of want to go slow because the torch's light doesn't carry too far. That looks like a trap. It is. All the ropes on the ground makes it look like snakes. Ah, I didn't even see that before. Oh, water. Oh, balls. Okay. Fortunately, for some reason, it's like I've got night vision when I'm underwater. And so when you're swimming underwater, even though it's pitch black, I can actually see what's going on. I guess that's got to be the Isu bloodline in me. Like, you know, why couldn't you just give me full-on night vision? Of course, I can't see now. Let's see, I'm out of the water. Yep, alright, out of the water. Light the torch back up. What do we have here? Oh, trap. Let's see. Oh, treasure over there. And because we have to, we destroy pottery in games. I don't know what fantasy game it is that I haven't destroyed pottery in. I mean, I destroyed pottery in Fable. You can destroy pottery in, you know, Legend of Zelda. It's just, I don't know what game designers have against, whoop, snake, have against pottery. They love having you destroy pottery. Trap. Oh, right into the snake. Oh. Let's see, doorway, can't go that way, another snake. It's just so satisfying to set them on fire. Trap there. Let's see, loot. Steal the loot. Okay. There we go. These shelves to move around. More loot. And I think I'm a touch lost. Just keep walking the same direction. Eventually, up there we go. We've got a treasure chest ahead. There should be snakes in here because there's always snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Loot! Grab the loot. I don't know why they give you a +1 torch. It's not like you actually can lose the torches and keep track of it. I mean, once you have 1 torch, even if you lose it, you can always light another one. Alright, treasure chest. It's in the chest. Oh, it's in the chest. Ooh, sword. Better than what I'm using. What am I? My daggers? Take a look at my weapons very quick. You're level 33 daggers. Sword said it was better, but it's not. Huh. I keep with my big daggers. Or legendary daggers. Alright, so that was that treasure chest. Ah, here it is. Here we go. Here's the point of this whole excursion, is the Stella. You go up and you interact with it. It does its little thing. Let's see, it's precursor technology with all the little glowy lights around it. Usually denotes precursor technology. But I read it. Yay! Found the ancient stela. And that location complete. Artemis Tomb. +1 ability point. So let's go to abilities. What do we want to put? I don't even know what I want to put it in. Kind of maxed out on everything I want to put into stuff right now until my spear gets a higher level. Let's see. I got spear level 5. Spear level 5. Spear level 5. Snap aim. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Let me take a look over here. I don't put much into assassinate just because I don't assassinate very often. Yeah, well, we'll just put it into 16 cents. Which is a hunter's ability, which I don't use that much, but whatever. Alright, now you remember right at the very beginning of this tomb, we saw that whole crack that you could climb under, but there was a something in front of it. Well, I think this is it.
Won't budge.
Uh-oh, won't budge. There we go. Wow, wow, and I do not know how I set myself on fire. Just picking the torch up. But somehow I do. And this should be, like I said, near the beginning where we came into this place. Yep, that looks like the ruined wall that I first hacked through. Okay, maybe not. No, there's dead snakes, so I must have come this way before. Am I going the wrong way, or am I going the right way? Nope, going the wrong way. Okay. I sometimes get turned around in these. Oh, trap. Oh, trap. Stairs up. Usually it's a good indication stairs up is leading you back. There we go. There we go. Now, that gets us out of there. Yay! I looted the tomb. I'm depriving future archaeologists and anthropologists from being able to figure out what's here. So, yeah, we're not really doing storyline. I'm just kind of clearing this island right here, Uboya. So, just kind of already went through and I hit the synchronization points, and I've hit some of the locations on here. But we're just going to keep wandering around, going to the undiscovered locations, getting experience, getting gold, getting loot, killing the bad guys. You know, the ever-ending cycle of dungeon crawling. Kill the monsters so you can get the better loot, so you can go out and kill bigger monsters to get even better loot, so you can go out and kill big. It's a never-ending circle. Never-ending circle. Let's see if anybody's joined the chat, or if I'm still here. Now, a couple people have joined. They just don't want to talk to me. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Make me feel all by my lonesome. So, run around. Oh, so you may remember from the last time I was playing, I was hunting a cultist and I couldn't find it. It was down in that silver mine. Yeah, come to find out that cultist doesn't spawn till you do a bunch more cities back at a bunch more quests back in Athens. So I ran back to Athens. It had to do like 4 or 5 quests, and then she spawned. Then I killed her. Let's go ahead and take a look at her cultist, which was, I think it was this cultist. No, not mine. It was one of those cultists, and got all the clues, and that unlocked where Nyx the Shadow was at. And she was actually in Athens, and she was really easy to kill. She was just walking around by herself, so I just kind of dropped on top of her and killed her. But that's one of the inner circle that I've managed to kill so far. Still 6 more, and Demos, and then the Ghost. So he's defeated, but I got an explanation. Oh yeah, the Darkies. I just killed him. Big rebellion on a little island. I was part of the rebellion that killed him. So, anyways, that was what I was doing with the last cultist, where I had recorded last time. And I think it's like I'm like 12 hours past that now. 12 hours later. So, anyways, continue running. Now, like I said, I could bring up my horse. I just don't like to because it moves too fast, and I sometimes miss stuff that's on the ground. Not so much that I'm worried about the wood, because here's wood right here. I've got like 4,000 wood. I don't need any more wood. It's the ore. Sometimes you'll catch ore on the ground, and I really need ore, and I really need lead. Those are the two big things you use when you're upgrading your gear. So that's why I like wandering along instead of riding my horse, because I will miss the ore on the ground if I'm riding my horse. It may be a little bit slower, but you know what? I don't care. Yeah, wood. Yeah, I don't need the wood, but the OCD in me says grab it anyways. Freaking terrible, I tell you. Oops, see, like this right here. This little ore right here. If I'd been riding my horse, I'd have missed that. And that's 8 metal. We need that. Alright, so we got a quarry here. It's an Athenian quarry. You can tell because the flags are blue. And you know, I hate attacking the Athenians, except if you kind of under location objectives on the left-hand side. You got the Enigmata Ostraka, or however it's pronounced. Those are those little puzzles that, if you can figure the puzzles out, you can get better engravings for your gear and equipment. So I'm not going to clear it just because I don't like killing off the Athenians, but I will rampage. Well, try not to rampage. I will try to get the puzzle piece. If I can find where the puzzle piece is hidden. Lots of guards in town. There's a secret entrance. Where the hell? One thing I have noticed is that sometimes if you move too fast over the item with the hawk, it'll register it, but it won't put it on the map. I think that may have happened. Because I'm not seeing the fragment anywhere on here, and the hawk is not telling me the reticle isn't changing. Alright, so the one way I have figured out how to fix that, oh, I can't say it right now, is just save, jump out, and reload. So let's do one more quick sweep if I can visually see. No. Alright, so we're going to have to jump out real quick. Ooh, or. Ooh, or. A squirrel. Okay, I think I should be far enough away to be able to save it. Save game. Yeah, 57 hours. Alright, so quick to tackle screen. And the pretty title screen. And if I just continue, and I'm going to grab something to drink while this is booting up real quick. I'll be right back. turn my microphone back on, like I forgot to last video, and went on for about 5 minutes. And still no one's talking. Alright, so let's try this again. Still not showing up. Well, let's go in there anyway, just to see if we can see more.
They won't ask any questions. Best keep out of sight.
He's here. All around in the dark. Malaka, no!
I'm not sure I want to go through that hole right there, because it looks like there's a lot of guys on that side.
I'm on fire!
See, I'm not the only one to set myself on fire. They set themselves on fire, too. You'd think the NPCs would be smarter than that, but obviously not. Okay, okay. Ah, there we go. I guess I was too far away from it. We were able to find it this time. That's a good thing. Let's do our superhuman climbing up sheer face walls, unaided. I'm better than a billy goat. Oh wow, yeah. He's on fire.
Get it out! Somebody help me!
Kinda why I like daggers. Very, very quick weapons. Looting war stores is always good. Stupid shield. I'll take his shield away from him. Just brutal. Alright, we did set that on fire. Okay,
That will hurt the Athenians' chances.
alright, here's my clue. Alright, that's really the only reason I want to come. And so you kind of see it's got that little puzzle. A deal for freedom. High on Artemisian Point, I used to sit. Oops. Of course. Have to take it away because we got a combat. Well, that's okay. I'm not clearing it, I'm just running away because I got the clue that I needed. And as soon as I get clear, we'll go back and read what the puzzle is. Alright, I should be clear. Inventory. Alright, where is it? Right here. A deal for freedom. High on Termisian Point I used to sit. I was cast from Istilia in a thunderous fit for a crime I was present for but did not commit. Underneath this marble beast I grieve and sit, but set me free, wanderer, and to you I'll submit. So basically, let's see. High on Artemisian Point I used to sit. And I was cast from Istilia. So basically I'm going to have to find Artemisian Point, and something was tossed from there. And there's a marble beast wherever something was tossed from there. To grieve and sit, set me from it. So that's basically, it's usually, the clues are usually map based. So here's Artemisian Point right here. And he was thrown from Artemisian Point maybe to here, because I haven't discovered that location yet. So I'm going to be looking for a marble statue somewhere that was tossed of Artemisian Point. Check that real quick. Normally, I kind of get a good idea of where the puzzle's telling me, but sometimes I gotta go check YouTube for the exact locations. I know it's right here, I just can't find it. You know, and I watched the YouTube video and it's like, oh, it's like 2 feet over this way. So, I'm rather pleased when I can actually figure out some of these stupid puzzles. And like I said, they're all map-based, so as long as you're aware of what's going on with the map. And fortunately, whatever region you're in, whatever region you find the riddle in, it's the clue is going to be in the same region. I think there's only 1 or 2 that I've come across that they're not in the same region, but they're in an adjoining region, so it's not that bad. I don't think this is it. It's a checkpoint. It's a military camp. Burn war supplies, free captain food trade. Don't. Again, that'll hurt the Athenians. I really not wanting to hurt the Athenians. Timed quest over here. Don't really care. Well, there is a quest here. Well, I'll worry about that later. Who knows? It could have been something that was tossed way to the south end of the island. Sometimes they're pretty far away. I had one once. Where was it? I think it was down here in Argolo. No, it wasn't in Argolo. It was up here in Focus. Focus. I think I found it. I think I found the clue like in this camp or somewhere in this area, but the location was somewhere up here in Lamia. So 99 times out of 10. The riddle is in the same region that you find it, but every once in a while it's not. So I'm not going to worry about trying to find this right now. It's not a big deal. Like I said, we're pretty much just doing exploration. So let's continue exploring. It's the length of 6 football fields to run. And I can run it faster than Namath could run it when he was playing football. Somehow I don't think their version of 100 meters is the same as our version of 100 meters. But, you know, that's the thing with video games. They always scale things down so much. Just to, you know, I get it, just to make it workable. Because, you know, where it would be kind of cool, you have a historic MMO where, oh, yeah, it's going to take you an actual 24 hours of real time to travel to this island. It would get real quick, real fast. So, drink my water. I drink about 2 of these, 2, sometimes 3 of these things a day. I used to drink, I mean, just gallons of soda. I mean, I would get a 24 pack of soda, and I'd go through it in 4 or 5 days. It's not real healthy to do that, so I've been trying to cut all the. I've been trying to cut all the sugar out of my diet, mainly because I cut the sugar out. Hopefully, I'll lose the weight. I do allow myself the luxury of 1 soda a day because I really like the taste of soda, especially Mountain Dew. But yeah, when I was going through a 6-pack a day almost of soda, and cutting down to just 1 soda a day, it's a little bit rough. But I figure all in the name of health. Hardly eat any candy anymore. Very, very few sweets. So I'm hoping one of these days it'll actually turn around and be beneficial and I can actually see weight loss. But we got this quest up here, and since it's one of these golden exclamations,
up here! Please don't make me sound.
And yet you're shouting. So let's go ahead and do this. Let us talk to her.
Oh, thank the gods you heard me.
Of course I heard you. You were
serious.
shouting.
How can I help?
I'm thirsty. Usually my husband fills me up, but I haven't seen him in a while. So, if you could just reach over there and grab me the wine.
I'm a Misthios. I don't fetch wine. Wait, your husband's missing?
Oh, well, yes, I suppose he is.
Husbands are hard to keep track of.
I hear husbands can be hard to keep track of. They're always getting lost.
I've been through 3 already.
Gee,
I don't want to
wonder
lose this one too.
why.
Your husband must have enemies or something. Someone who might want to make him go missing.
The dagger. If you're wealthy, they're your enemy. A local captain and his Malaki's dagger friends visit as often as they please, demanding made-up taxes and beating my husband if he doesn't pay. Will you find him? Will you find my husband?
Not sure your husband wants me to find him.
Don't worry, I'll find him.
But I'll get
Thank
paid
you.
for it, so...
Is there anything else I can tell you?
Any idea where I should look for your husband?
He's been trying to find ways to get his shipments past the dagger's forces on the road east of here. Anytime his carts ride by, the troops on patrol take a cut. More of their godless Malaki's taxes. My husband usually waits on the road directly south of the cave until it's clear.
A clue.
You mentioned something called the dagger.
I thought a Mystios would know. They're tiny blades that look like baby swords.
Daggers for
You
baby
said
swords.
the dagger, like they were a group or...
Oh, right. The dagger. They're just men, Mystios. Greedy. Delusions of grandeur. Bleeding dry the drachmae of poor innocent slave masters like me.
Yeah.
I've heard enough. I'll head east and find your husband.
Thank you, Mystios.
So yeah, I mean, all that would be really cool. You know, oh, it's east to here, but you know, the simple fact that you can put the map marker down, it really kind of loses the appeal of trying to figure out where you got to go when your map tells
If I
you
follow the road
exactly.
east, I should be able to follow the husband's tracks.
And let's see, there's the track right there. East. Yep, right there, big dot on my world screen. So, I actually think there is a way that you can, there is an option that you can turn that off under the options screen, so it doesn't put the map markers on, so you actually have to really go exploring and seeing if you can find it. But that's more difficult than I want to deal with in the game. So we don't worry about that. I mean, I like a little bit of difficulty in my game, but you know what? I'm too used to map markers.
Will you just move?
Of course, these superhuman climbing skills and abilities. Okay. Oh, ore. Get the ore. Got the ore. Alright, send up the bird.
The husband's carts. Looks like he tried to escape an armed patrol. Didn't end well.
Yeah, let's go check it out, because I'm sure there's clues. That ore? Ore.
What happened here?
Guards. Malaki's corrupt guards. They wanted taxes. They always want taxes. Took my master up to the Distos fort. He should have paid their stupid taxes. He should have paid.
Hey, kind of a
I'd
foreshadowing
better head to the
over
fort.
the shoulder. And it tells me my next direction, and of course the very large indicator on my map. Chat real quick. Hayati Kirino, hey, nice stream. Thank you for hopping in, and thank you for saying something. I appreciate it. I don't get very many people commenting one way or the... You know, I don't care if it's positive comments, I don't care if it's negative. Just say something. Because if anything, it gives me a clue if I should continue doing these or not. Because whereas I kind of enjoy doing it, I mean, also if it's, you know, not worth my time, if y'all, my fans, don't enjoy watching me do it, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to play the game regardless. There's no doubt about that. That is a given. But, you know, I don't want to waste my fans' time if they don't want to see. Because I could, you know, I could be streaming something else. I could be streaming my Sea Lion. I got to get back to that Sea Lion 94. It's been a week and a half, 2 weeks since I've played that. And I do need to get back to that. Because I am actually having fun with it. Plus, I've got
fort. It's big.
Two other...
Your husband could be anywhere in there.
2 other Tiller games after that. Folder Gap 85 and Korea 85 I wanted to play through. So I need to get off my butt and get to playing some Sea Lion. Lots of guards. Big encampment.
That must be the farmer. He's locked up.
I have a feeling that once I rescue him, I'm going to have to escort him out as well. Not that I wanted to do it, but it looks like, secret entrance over here. Let's see the secret entrance. I may have to clear this entire place. Yeah, I'm supporting Athens in this one, but, you know, I am a mercenary at the end of the day, and, well, I want to get paid, so. Sorry, Athens soldiers, I'm just in the way.
We'll keep a sharp watch here.
Switch over to my hammer for a little while. Show you some of the combat animations and graphics for the hammer. Hey, cave. Why do we like caves, boys and girls? Because there's ore in caves, usually. We like ore. So over here. No, oh. There is ore. Ore. One thing I have to chuckle about, this is all iron metal. We're still in the Bronze Age. Okay, I don't know. There's not much that iron weapons and such that would be made at this point. It was all pretty much still Bronze Age stuff. But for some reason, it's iron metal that I'm finding, even though I'm carrying a bronze warhammer and bronze armor. Definitely no steel. There it is. Alright, I knew it had to be the secret entrance. And it usually, if it's a cave, ends up being something you can climb up. Check to see if there's any ore. And let's stop doing this the hard way. And use the ladder. Not the back side of the ladder, because you can't get up the back side of the ladder. Alright. Well, let's just start looting everything. Metal and ore, we like that. I could use a flame arrow on those things as well. I do love using hammers. Got a two-handed hammer. Fuck you and your shield. Uh-oh, someone heard me.
Now that's weird.
Now that's weird. Yes, it is weird. Come and take a look. Come and take
Strange.
a look. Oh, it's nothing strange. Alright, fine. You just saw me kill your buddy. Up there. Oh, I'm about to have a very bad day. like I said, sometimes I can just slide right into these guys, kill everything without anybody seeing. And then other times it's like full-on battle of the OK Corral. I'm not gonna hit anything with the bow and arrow. I do like the Alright, run away, run back into here.
Are they dead?
Are they dead? No, they're just sleeping.
Hey!
Alright, took care of all those guys in this area. Painfully so. Oh, I did not want to go up the ladder.
Is someone there? Maybe just a shadow.
Don't look up. Don't look up. Doesn't work this way in real life, though, boys and girls. I will tell you that. Guards tend to be a little bit more aware. Hopefully. Especially once the alarm is raised. That's one thing. It's like, oh, the alarm is raised. You get out of the line of sight. Where did he go? Oh, nothing must be going on. Let us return to normal operating today now. The alarm is raised. It's going to stay raised for a while. Let's go back over here and get this treasure chest. Because we like loot. And they just completely ignore the dead bodies that are around. I mean, like I said, it's a good thing, because if this game was any harder, I probably wouldn't be able to play it. I'm not a clever man, and I'm not a great player. I used to be a really good video game player, but as years have gone by and taken a toll on my reflexes and my reaction speed, I need all the help I can get sometimes. Alright, where the hell is the entrance to this place right here? No, oh, so down there. Through that door. Guy behind me. Okay.
What was that?
Oh, climb up the ladder. Up the ladder. And steal what I need from it. And then go into the rest of it.
The Athenians have a little less of an advantage now.
Guess what I'm gonna do to this guy? Can anybody guess? Can I get there in time? Oh, we got it. Nope, nope. We can see it. How that kill doesn't fall me. Still not quite sure. But video game logic. Alright, so let's do all this stuff and set it on fire.
Athenians aren't going to like that.
And I should feel bad, but I really don't. Well, I kinda do. Yet all the loot soothes my hurt feelings. More. Half the fortress is dead. Nobody's noticed yet. Loot. More stuff. More stuff. Check the chat real quick in a few minutes. Still nobody wants to talk to me. It's fine. I'll just sit here and continue to talk to myself. I do that quite often. It's when I start answering myself that I have to worry about things. And that was a trap I just set. That's the bonfire. If the alarm is raised, they're going to try to get someone to get to this fireplace to light it. And that'll bring bounty hunters and a whole bunch of reinforcements. So we typically don't want them getting to the brazier.
If you don't pay your taxes, you end up a slave.
Someone again and again. I've paid every tax you ever invented. Please, I haven't got anything left.
I see your farm, friend. Don't tell me you're broke.
I am. I swear. You've taken everything.
Tell us where you keep your queen.
Nothing. They've vanished or something.
Yeah, this is going to be fun in here. I've got some adrenaline built up. I can do some multiple long-range assassination strikes. Let's see. Well, haven't really gotten the whole chain thing down yet for the assassination. But I got a couple assassinations. I cleared enough of the camp. I'll just beat him with the hammer. Jesus. Oh, God. Really? Had to hit him 4 times with the hammer and then kick him just to make sure he was dead? Yeah, I think that's pretty much everybody. Yeah, bounty's up. One more.
Get this bird out of my mouth!
Daggers are just a touch quicker. Definitely don't do as much damage, but there we go. Alright, we got 5 people to rescue and 1 treasure chest to loot. Where's the treasure chest? Yeah, I know. Prisoners are begging to release us, release us. Let's see this shit. Where's the treasure chest at? Oh, you know what? I think it's right there. I think that's a national treasure chest, which is big time. Yep, national chest. 1800. Alright. Now I'll rescue the prisoners.
I'm not a slave. Not sure who you are,
Slave
but
to your wife.
No matter what happens, keep going. I won't let you die.
So yeah, it's a little bit of an escort as he runs off, and that's why I wanted to clear it up. I guess I didn't clear it in time. Once he gets away. Or is that a bounty? Oh, that is a bounty hunter. And yes, I know I suck with them. How when I set myself on fire? Oh, he set me on fire. Need a flaming weapon. Oh, that right there is... Kill myself. Kill myself. Come on! God damn it! I really need a new controller. My controller just does not respond real well sometimes. I had a heal that I wanted to try to use, but sometimes I gotta really mash down on the bumper to activate it. Just pain in the butt. I mean, it's just a normal 360 controller for the computer. So... yeah, I gotta start all that all over again.
I don't want to be spotted here.
Damn it. I hate that. Well, let's see if we can slide through this a little bit quicker this time. Because there's one thing I hate doing is the same damn thing more than once. Oops. Oops, get off the ladder. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on. Alright, well, there goes my hopes of sliding through it. Didn't mean to do the smart thing on him. Oh, fire, fire, man, fire.
Put it out! Out!
Alright, did I already loot that? Yeah. Torch it. Maybe I should do something a little bit more than just saying, hey, stop to that shadowy guy that just ran across the field of vision. Oh no, I'm just gonna ignore him because I didn't look at him long enough. I'm up here. Go assassinate this guy. You know, they get shields. Why don't I get a shield? I should get a shield. I mean, there's not like there's not plenty of them lying around. Yeah, I don't get the pairs. It's unfair. Totally unfair, I say. I should be able to. Okay, a little bit smoother run through so far. As good as back is to me. I like when their backs are to me. Just because you got a farm doesn't mean you're rich. I grew up on a farm, I know that. Because you got a farm don't mean you got money. Half the time you're hawked to the friggin' banks. Just ignore the guy that's climbing up the ladder behind you. Looks like somebody may have spotted a body over there. Yeah, this run through's going slightly smoother. Oh, you found a body.
Hey! Hold it there! There's someone here. We need to check on them.
Just how clueless these guys can be sometimes. You don't need that shield. Give me that shield. Beat you with that. Spartan kick. You losing? I just kicked you. Alright, that was a little bit better because you didn't spot me this time, so it didn't claim you bounty hunter on me. Super powered arrow. Yep. Oh, come on.
I'll kill you.
Like I said, I suck with the arrows. That's why I don't try to do them too often. And hang on a sec.
I've got him now.
Alrighty, let's see if we get back into this and do this without getting killed again. It's like, oh, there's a card. Oops, hit the wrong button. That put me in vulnerability mode. Which is kind of cool because it kind of makes me invulnerable for 20 seconds or so. Increases my damage by 35%. Stop running.
We need reinforcements. I like the pressure. I shouldn't even been here. I'm not a slave.
This is why I hate dealing with archers. There we go. Make sure I turn my microphone back on. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and let's try this again.
You have my
Free these.
No matter what happens,
Thank
you keep going. I won't let you die.
Ah, there's two treasures I still need to grab. I know there's this one. And he should, the farmer should get out just fine. Because I did clear the camp. And I do want those tasty, tasty drachma. There we go. Alright, so let's see if we can catch up with Farmer Dude. Of course, he may not want to return to his markets. I'll just use that way. Okay, this one we will bring my horse up for. Come on, we're right there. Oops. Ah! Oops. Didn't mean to assassinate him. Oh, bounty hunters right ahead. Oh, setting me on fire. Crap. Now I could spec that way. There is specs that allow me to put my swords on fire, but put points into that, yeah. I'm more of a full damage up front kind of person rather than dealing with damage over time, dots, and poison and shit like that. Oh, you stop, damn it. Wait for my heal to recharge. On fire again, serious? Way. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Hopefully, it saved once I got out of that. Once I got out of the fort. Did it? Yes. You know what? I'm just going to pay off the bounty now. I don't want to fight that guy. There we go. Pay off the bounty. Don't have to worry about it now.
You saved me.
Surprised?
It's just... you look more like a hired killer than a hero.
Your wife hired me to check on you. She was worried.
About me?
Well, she'd had some wine.
So you have met her. Is there anything I can help you with?
I need to know everything I can about the dagger.
They have such ambition. A legendary greed. They appear to be pirates, yet they're organized, funded, well-connected. There may be more than just a kingfisher pulling their strings.
Don't worry. Taking on shadowy organizations is my specialty.
Yes, it is.
Your wife seems nice.
She does have her tastes. Expensive ones. The dagger keep taking and taking. I don't know what she'll do if I ever run out. I know she loves me, I'd rather not find out how much she loves me. Still, you've earned a reward. I keep an emergency stash of drachmi in a cave behind a waterfall not far from here. It's directly north of where my cart crashed. Take what you think you've earned. Just leave enough for me and my wife.
Better collect my drachmi from the husband's stash in the Cataractis cave.
More running around. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and call it the horse for this one.
We ride! Yeah!
Another open world game I'm looking forward to coming out. Oh, come on, get up there. Oh, screw it.
Let's go.
Damn it. Fine. I'm just going foot. Red Dead Redemption 2. Supposed to be coming out soon-ish. Maybe it's already out. I don't know. That one, I enjoyed the hell out of Red Dead Redemption 1, so I'm looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2. And that, evidently there's some pretty cool features in Red Dead Redemption 2. Whenever you kill an animal, it doesn't immediately despawn like they do in most games. It actually will stay there, and the corpse will rot away, and flies will start flying around it, and buzzards will eat at it, so I think that's a pretty cool touch to have in it. Whole bunch of other stuff, but supposedly a 60-hour storyline game, plus all the open world stuff, 60 plus different types of animals that you can hunt and skin, and yeah, that's going to be another one that's going to be a 100-hour plus game. And evidently what they did is they also, if you ever played Grand Theft Auto 5, which again was another real fun game, they've taken the heist mechanic from Grand Theft Auto 5 and ported it into Red Dead Redemption, or Red Dead Redemption 2. So now you've also got the planning of heists that you can do in Red Dead Redemption 2, which I always thought was a really cool mechanic from Grand Theft Auto. So sometimes it's a little bit slow to move on. But you know what? I'm not in any rush. As I said here, yawning. See? Oh, that's part of the... You know, I should have checked this out if the bandits left anything to pillage. No, looks like they took everything. So nothing for me to liberate, acquire. I don't steal. Stealing is bad and against the law. So we don't steal. We liberate. And acquire. What was it the Kinders in Dragonlance used to do? Appropriate other people's belongings. There we go. Here's the cave. You know.
Told you, there's tons of drachmi to be made digging caves. Don't hurt us. We're just cave diggers.
Get out of here. As he sets himself on fire.
No shit!
I swear, people are just, it's like they bathe. Maybe it's the olive oil. I don't know. That was more of a Roman thing. Yeah, people are very, very flammable in this game. I'm not sure why.
The husband's secret stash.
Okay, there we go. Not really that secret when, you know, it's got a lit brazier here right next to it. Not even bury. I mean, if I were to have a secret stash in the cave, I'd at least bury it. Who knows what random adventurer could come along and just pillage it just because he can. Like I did. I mean, come on, be smart about it. At least bury your stuff. 10,000 XP, that's a healthy chunk. Alright, and we're continuing our exploration of this area. Let's see, do we want to go into the village, into the city itself, and check that out, or just keep... let's just keep out here in the wilderness. Let's go check that out next. Water! Oof. What do we always say about water? If you can, dive. Check out the water, because there's usually stuff. There we go. There's stuff in the water. As proper adventurers, we like stuff. Doesn't matter what kind of stuff it is, as long as it's stuff. We can sell it, we can break it down, or we can use it. This guy's got to have friggin' legs of steel for as much running as he does. I couldn't even walk this much as he does. No fat jokes. I know I'm fat, but I walk. Walk on a regular basis. At least during the summertime. Spring and summertime, anyways. During fall and winter, I try to get over to the gym we have here at the apartment complex. I've got some treadmills and stuff I like to use. But yeah, just friggin' legs of steel. And his cardio has got to be just insane for as much running as I put him through. I wish I had 1/10 of the cardio this guy's got. I would be a very happy man if I had that much cardio. Okay, seaside altar.
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
Send up the bird. What do we got? Bad guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ancient fragments, so we're going to have to go into here. Don't like going into places unless I have a reason to, or it's a bandit camp. Bandit camps I'll always go. Always cut through bandit camps. One ancient tablet, one treasure chest, and not much in the way of guards. Alright, so there's the ancient tablets. There's the treasure chest. There's a bunch more loot. Oh, some trees that I don't really need. More loot. Loot. I like the loot. And that looks like that was the only guard. So, alright, we're cool with clearing out something like that. Alright, let's head to this one next. Something I've also discovered rapidly about this game is that just doing the storyline is not going to take you all over the entire map. That's what I originally thought. Is like, well, you got all these, dozen or so little islands around Greece, but the storyline will take. No, the storyline will take you every place. So, but I mean, they're there for exploring, and that's what I like doing. For running around and getting achievements, because I have to try to do as much as I can, 100%. I was hoping one of the friends of the channel, Dog Sidious, would be doing one of his streams today, but he does. I can't remember if it's Tuesdays or Thursdays he does his big stream on. Well, Saturday night he's part of the panels that we're part of, but on Tuesdays or Thursdays he does his own stream of Final Fantasy. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Final Fantasy, but it is entertaining and fun to watch him play. Actually, I hope he's not doing it right now while I'm doing mine. Alright, military encampment. So we're going to ignore the military encampment. Like the military encampments. And continue on this way. But yeah, go check out Dog Sidious for all things Star Wars and his weekly Final Fantasy MMO playthrough. Or not playthrough. You really don't play through an MMO, you continually play an MMO. And also you want to go check out Al Red Sox Fan for all things sports. And Retro Sports Network for all things sports as well. Living My Rhapsody for all things Doctor Who and Game of Thrones. Chrissy of Oldstone for audio novella readings. She just got done doing a reading for Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven, which was really good. We're trying to talk her into doing something Cthulhu-ish for Halloween coming up. Oh, and that reminds me, for Halloween, for my sports game followers out there, I am going to be doing the Halloween spooky boo-tastic wrestling. I'm going to be breaking out my all-female wrestling league for the All Hallows Eve boo-tastic wrestling event. And we're going to be pitting the two top wrestlers, the Dominatrix and Miss Wonderful, against each other to see who gets the title belt. And I'm going to be throwing some other things together for the event. Probably a couple cage matches, and maybe even some tag team cage matches. And, you know, someone really needs to talk to whoever came up with the name of it, because, you know, Boo-tastic is a great name. But, you know, since it's, you know, all-female wrestling, everybody's starting to call it the Boob-tastic. I need to talk to my PR guy. He needs to come up with better names like this, so we don't have those type of names come up in the promotions. No, I'm not the. All right, yeah, I am the guy who came up with it. But, you know, I don't know. It sounded good. Boo-tastic. It's not my fault everybody started calling it Boob-tastic. Alright, I'm the only one calling it that. But yeah, that'll be on Halloween. I will be posting we will be returning to my all-female wrestling league based on that. It's been a while since I've done that, so I'm actually looking forward to breaking that. I think we'll call that the end of the season, and I'll go through and update and modify the wrestlers a little bit. What I'll do is I'll go through, I'll either give them another skill, each one of them will get another skill, or I'll increase their finishing move spread, so it'll be easier for them to pull off their finishing move. But that means I'll have to go to Photoshop and redo all the girls' cards and reprint them. What I've actually been thinking of doing, and this is how obsessive I get about the games that I play sometimes. So I've been thinking of actually purchasing one of the wrestling games, WWE 16, 17, 18, what have you, and then going into the wrestler creator and making up, you know, all my female wrestlers so I have a picture to go along with them. And I thought to myself, you know, that's pretty expensive, and there's no guarantee that I'll be able to, you know, get all my wrestlers just right, just the way I want them. Then I'm thinking to myself, you know, I used to play Champions Online. That had a really good costume generator, so maybe I'll go into re-download Champions Online and go through and design costumes for all my wrestlers. But then I realized I have like 36 wrestlers in the league. It's like, do I really want to go through and make 36 different outfits for maybe not, maybe just for a couple of them, like my top wrestlers, like Miss Wonderful, Dominatrix, and you know, a few of the other the high, the big name cards on the female wrestling league. So I'm still debating on that if I'm gonna do that or not. But yeah, that's the silly, stupid stuff I do sometimes. Alright. Getting free climbing tree. Do I need it? No, but I'm gonna grab it anyways just because it's there. Because my OCD says I have to. Or yes, I know I'm yawning. I shouldn't be yawning. Yeah, I am yawning. Yeah, I know. I missed that tree. I'm okay with that. Not something I want to get involved with. Let's go switch back to my daggers. These really remind me of the hills and mountains around here, Seattle area. Oh, bears! Bears! I don't want to muck with the bears. Yeah, I know, it's leather, but you know, I just don't want to muck with the bears right now. Run away! Run fast. Deer. Or elk. Yeah, you sure can't clear that distance quick. It's taking, what, less than a minute to go? Oh, about 300 yards. Just doesn't seem to get tired. Oh, okay, that's a military encampment. Don't want to muck with that. Alright, I think now there is no fast travel points in that village. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and clear out, I think we're going to go ahead and clear out the village and call it a stream, so we've got about probably 10-15 minutes of gameplay left. And I will have to debate if I'm going to continue
Let's hope no one notices me here.
doing this Assassin's Creed stream. Because I've had no more than like 2 people following for the last, you know, hour and a half, and only one person has said something. So I'm thinking this really isn't too big of a hit, too big of an interest to most of my fans. No. This may be the last stream we see of playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Sploosh. Which is okay, you know, no big deal. Like I said, I'm going to keep playing the game regardless. Chalkis City. Whee! Poseidon Temple, I really like Poseidon. Honor and venerate Poseidon. See, can we actually go into the temple? No, we can't really. Ah, well. That's too bad. I do like jumping from those heights and taking advantage. Yep, leader house. Don't want to get too close to that. Guards get pissy. Supplies and treasure chests. So, let's see, let's go to this one next. And these last two locations be it for the island. That'll clear the island for me.
Come watch the epic play of Pontius, the great man who brought a slave nation to glory and riches.
Marker in the middle of the street. Little details like that that bring the place to life. New leader discovered. Nymphios the Stargazer.
Not only is life
Slave market. Let's go up here.
and safer with a slave, it's more rewarding. You're not just purchasing highly skilled workers, you're purchasing family.
More like you're purchasing a family. Do I want to do that quest? We'll see. Maybe. Let's get this last location real quick.
The warehouse is off limits. But I need those records. And I need 3 fewer daughters. But we don't often get what we want, old friend.
I don't think we're going to take that quest yet, but I will run over to the blacksmith. I have collected a bunch of cash and treasure. Let's see if I can upgrade some of my gear, because I know not all of my gear is completely upgraded. And the only place you can do that is at the blacksmith.
Hello.
Alright, so first of all, let's go ahead and check what he has for sale. He's got ore and some leather, so yeah, let's go ahead and take all that metal from him. And all the leather he has. Alright, now.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Check out my equipment, see if there's. I doubt there's anything new that I picked up that I want to replace what I have. I picked up a bunch of weapons. Pretty much, I'm just happy to keep the legendaries I've got. Oops. Just because they've got lots of special abilities on it. Nothing there. Breastplate. Nothing right there. No, nothing there. Boots. I do have 2 pairs of boots. That's 100 damage and bow charge speed. Yeah, just have to put that. Much prefer the legs of the immortals. Alrighty. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and sell as much as
We have the
can.
best prices around.
Lots of stuff to sell. Now the thing is, if you have a legendary piece of gear equipped, you can't sell it or break it down. So it doesn't even show up for you to accidentally sell it, which is a good thing. Alright, made a bunch of money. Now, let us upgrade. I'm level 33, so let's take a look. My hammer needs some serious... Oh, crap. 124. I only have 86. Ouch. That's not good. Let's take a look at what else we got. We got a helmet. We got the level 30 bracers, 29 belt and boots. Oh, but they cost 100. Ooh, I'm starting to run low on obsidian. Let's see if he's got any obsidian for sale. A little bit. Alright, well, it looks like I'm going to have to go obsidian hunting now. Let's see. What's my lowest piece? Either the boots or the belt. That takes 102. Let's do the boots. And probably not going to be able to upgrade. Oops, upgrade much more. Let's see if I can find something else. The helm. Let's see. Yeah, the belt. Oh, 677 leather. Ugh, killing me. Let's see the torso. Let's see the bracers. Bracers can bring 33. Yeah, and that tapped all my obsidian. Crap! I didn't even notice I was getting low on it. So I'm gonna have to go hunting obsidian ore.
Thank you.
All right, but yeah, I think that's gonna call it a stream. I think we're good for today. Yeah, that's it. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section. I'll talk to everybody later. See ya.